Well, I have to say that last match was just intense. I mean, the Mario Brothers, it looked at one point as if they had it won, but the Road Warriors, they probably figured that it would be better to try to get a count-out victory, which is just as good as a pinfall or a submission victory, considering that it's just a tournament, being that it is a tournament. But our next match is So now you have the official debut of Ernest P. Worrell. And his opponent is Chris Jericho? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. The Big Boss Man taking out Chris Jericho. Now, wait a minute. How the hell did Jericho get in the ring? Folks, this makes no sense at all. I mean, how did Jericho get in the ring to begin with? I'm dumbfounded here. Anyway, let's start the match. Now, Jericho... Okay, I guess Jericho was waiting to get his hands on the Big Boss Man, but apparently that didn't work out. But the only thing I knew was that Ernest P. Worrell was supposed to have a match with the Big Boss Man, which he's going to have anyway. And I guess Chris Jericho wanted to get a little bit of retribution on the Big Boss Man, but I guess the Big Boss Man realized that and took out Chris Jericho before, Chris Jericho could take him out before his match against Ernest P. Worrell. So Jericho's little plan of revenge backfired. So now we're going to have the match as intended. And then a whip into the corner of the barricade goes the Big Boss Man at the hands of Ernest P. Worrell. Now Ernest is... Wait a minute. Oh my god! Once again, a spear right into the barricade goes Ernest P. Worrell. And now, wait. He picks him up, but I think that might have been a bad idea. Wow, what kind of move was that? Taking a page out of Bill Cosby's book, man. But then again, he is Ernest, so anything he can do to even the odds will help him. And then an armbar onto the Big Boss Man. And thrown over the top rope was Ernest P. Worrell. Or I might just call him Ernest for short. So Ernest, alright, gets back in the ring. A backside slam onto Ernest P. Worrell. Although Ernest, an arm wringer flip and a leg drop onto the left arm of the Big Boss Man. And then a surfboard stretch onto Ernest P. Worrell. I mean, he already broke the man's back onto that barricade, but he manages to escape, does Ernest P. Worrell. And then a belly-to-belly suplex onto Ernest P. Worrell. And then a neck breaker onto Ernest P. Worrell. All but Ernest P. Worrell fighting back. And then a body slam on to Ernest. And then a couple of elbows right to the shoulders of Ernest. Oh, and then a knee right to the side of the back. I'll tell you one thing, anytime you get a knee right to the back, it hurts like hell. I mean, it just takes the wind out of you. I mean, then again, it's happened to me a number of times. I can't even count. But still, it hurts like hell. And I'm pretty sure Ernest P. Worrell isn't going to take this anymore. And then a whip into the corner. And now what's Ernest going to do? And whoa! An inverted suplex from off the top rope. And then, oh, a super gut buster onto the Big Boss Man. One, no, kick out by the Big Boss Man. And now the Big Boss Man, what's he doing? And a huge suplex onto Ernest P. Worrell. Is that enough? One. No, kick out at one for Ernest P. Worrell. And a series of clubbing blows on Ernest. And then whipped into the corner. Although countered by Ernest. And now Ernest. Oh, and a huge left hand onto the Big Boss Man. Is that enough? One, two, no, kick out by the Big Boss Man. Excuse me. I had to adjust the camera here again. But now Ernest has turned this match around in his favor. And another inverted suplex from off the top rope. I mean, that'll definitely put anybody out. And then an inverted atomic drop onto the Big Boss Man. And now Ernest is teaching the Big Boss Man a lesson. Although, wow, what kind of move was that by Ernest? I'll tell you one thing, Ernest is on fire. I mean, the Big Boss Man was having his way early, but, well, I might have spoken too soon. He has his way now. All right, another pinfall. One. No, kick out by Ernest. Okay. And then a side slam once again on Ernest. Now he picks up Ernest, does the Big Boss Man. Oh, and then a huge backbreaker. Oh, this is not good if you're Ernest. This is not good, man. The Boss Man Slam. Boss Man Slam, and is that it? 1, 2, 3, and that's it. So Ernest has lost his debut. But I give him credit for just fighting back against the Big Boss Man. I mean, Boss Man is just too much for anybody. Although, wait a minute, what's Boss Man doing? Wait, how did Chris Jericho get in the ring? I guess while the cameras were turned off, Chris Jericho must have tried to get yet another bit of revenge, but then Big Boss Man turned it around and just laid out Jericho again. So that just goes to show that Boss Man and Jericho want to go in there and kill each other. But we'll see what happens in the weeks to come. Until then, stay tuned. It's going to be coming up right after this.